What's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back into the video today, and today we're going to talk about the Houston Astros potentially signing Munetaka Murakami from Japan. This is going to be one of the biggest stars coming out of Japan this year that's going to be available in free agency, and it has been reported by Bleacher Report that the Houston Astros are one of the teams to watch to potentially sign Munetaka Murakami coming out of Japan. There was 5 teams listed, and the Houston Astros were one of them. As an Astros fan, I found this very interesting, and I wanted to talk about it. Now, some might not know this, but Munetaka Murakami is a third baseman, first baseman. So, knowing if you're an Astros fan like me, you know the Astros well, the Astros aren't going to, like, Murakami, if the Astros actually sign him, which I doubt that the Astros sign, Munetaka Murakami, but if they do, he's going to come in and he's going to be a first baseman for the Astros because the Astros had too many, I think, better options at third base. They're not going to have, him play third base. You've got Correa, you've got Isaac Paredes. If the Astros bring him in, that he's not playing third, this would be an option at first base for the Astros, which means I think the Astros would then end up trading Christian Walker away, and it seems like Walker is already on the trade block. But keep in mind, Murakami is 25 years old, and he's got a lot of power. This year in Japan, he played 69 games this year and hit 24 home runs, 52 RBIs. Batting average was .290. He even did really good in the World Baseball Classic as well. So, I think that this would be a good addition for the Astros. He's got some power, and that's really good. And keep in mind, the Astros play in a ballpark that is, that is a great ballpark to play in for a guy that has power like, Murakami. It is pretty easy to hit home runs at Daikin Park, or some people still like to call it Minute Maid Park. Whatever you want to call it, you want to call it Minute Maid or Daikin, it's easy to hit home runs in the ballpark in Houston. So I think that for the Astros, this would be a great addition. But what's going to be the cost for the Astros to get him? Is it gonna cost an over a 6-year deal? And the reason I say that is because we've seen Jim Crane's unwillingness to sign players to over a 6-year deal. Jim Crane does not like signing players to 7-year deals or higher. So if Murakami's going to want like a 7-year deal, is that going to be troubling for the Astros? But he'd be a great addition for the Astros. You can plug him in at first base and then you've got at second. That would be interesting to figure out. But, another thing I am thinking about when I hear this is he's a left-handed batter. And when I hear that, I know the Astros want to sign a lefty this offseason, and that's what makes me think this would be a great addition. The Astros are looking for a left-handed bat. They need one, too. And so you could plug him right in. I think there'd be a lot of things to figure out. Christian Walker, I think, would then be traded. Then who's playing second base is the question, because I think that then at second base, you've got a lot of questions, because then you've got Correa, you've got Isaac. I think you could have Isaac Paredes play second base, and then have Correa play third and Pena play short. And then I guess Altuve has to play more in left field, maybe even full-time in left field. Do you want to move Altuve full-time left field? It'd be interesting to figure out, because I have no clue what would happen with this signing, because if this signing does happen, then you move Walker, and then you've got to figure out where Correa and Paredes are in the outfield, in the infield, and whether Altuve then would move to full-time, does Altuve then move to full-time left field, or does Altuve play a lot? I think the solution here would be Altuve playing a lot more DH and Yordan Alvarez playing more left field. I think that would probably be the solution, is Altuve playing more DH and Alvarez playing more left field. But, yeah, we will see. You guys give me your thoughts on this potential signing for the Astros in the comment section, and peace out, go Astros.